Good morning. I'm David Barnes. I'd like to, what the first gentleman, Mr. Yost, was talking about. I noticed a couple weeks, right around the time that this happened, and I just spoke to the roadmaster, Mr. Christensen, and this problem seems to have begun on the South Bank and North Bank of Chetco right around the time that the signs went up along 101. They have those big 10-foot tall, 7-square-foot signs that say, oh, no overnight camping. There's no ordinance associated with them. I've looked through Curry County rules. I've looked through Oregon rules. There's no rules say that you cannot camp on the side of the state highway. I'm wondering who had the authority to put these signs up and whether they're legal signs at all. If a police officer pulls up and tells you you can't camp here, why not? Don't you see the sign? Yes, but what ordinance is the sign enforcing? Or what statute is the sign enforcing? But it seems to me from just Mr. Christensen and I were speaking about this at the beginning and before the meeting started, and he mentioned the problem of having people coming out on county roads now because they're banned out on the state highway. So, you know, if it behooves this commission, I'd like to see you look into who put these signs up. You know, what I read in the newspaper, it came from somebody called to complain to the state police about a bag of garbage on the side of the road. So instead of having a temporary garbage on the side of the road, we have, I think there's 20 of them, maybe 24 of these signs out there that are a permanent eyesore. So for a temporary condition, we've solved it with a permanent eyesore. And I just don't think that's right. Secondly, this is the letter that Commissioner Huxley submitted at the last meeting that he didn't attend. I've read through this letter a couple of times now, and I'm just wondering, Commissioner Huxley, if you might answer. In this letter, what I'm reading, in paragraph 2 through 6, you make allegations of misconduct and failure to properly perform against the county administrator. I believe that these allegations that you make against him would be terminable, and were they to be terminable, they would disqualify him from collecting a severance package from this county. I would like to know if you intend on following through with these with the same zeal in which you have prosecuted Commissioner Boyce's violation of the travel policy, or if you're just throwing things out there and, you know, just playing with words and have no intention of following through.
I'm not going to answer any of your questions. That's not what we're here for during the public comments.
So
we need to read the policy.
I've read the policy, sir, and it doesn't say that. That was a suggestion by Mr. Schroeder a couple of months ago that you guys not make comments. You're here to serve the public. I'm the public. I'm asking you a question. You've made allegations, and a member of the public is asking you a question whether you intend to prosecute the allegations that you've made or not. And your response is, I'm not going to say anything? Hello? I'm talking to you, sir. Ma'am?
We're not, as commissioners, we do not have to respond. Your comments are for information. Certainly you've brought them forth. So thank you.
Thank God there's only 4 more months left.
Mr. Barnes?
Yes, sir.
Madam Chair, if I may, I hope you're going to be around for continuation of the travel policy. As you know, in the last general meeting, we had several people that were spoke almost in shockingly disbelief of the $3,000 that the county's trying to collect from me on over and above the travel, which was primarily for emergency purposes. So, yeah, if you're going to be around, you might want to listen to.
You know, the county's trying to get $3,000 from you for traveling for emergency purposes, and Mr. Schroeder's mathematical error was more than that. So, you know, it just doesn't seem quite right to me. But it's nothing less than I expect from you. So,
Gordon Clay?